Good morning. How uncluttered is your mind? What I mean by that is really, how anxious are you? And how do you deal with that anxiety? Most people deal with anxiety in one of two ways. Either they completely bottle it up, they package it so it's hidden in some level, or they completely lose it. So either way, I'm going to argue is unhealthy. And there is a solution to this. Basically, what anxiety is clutter in your mind. That's what it is. What it is, and think about your desk space. I'm looking at my desk space right now. Think about your desk space. If your desk space in your head, if it's cluttered, if there's something everywhere, then whenever you go to find something, you've got to dig through other stuff. There's other stuff that comes into your mind. You've got to kind of swim through a bunch of sludge to get to the clear water. In the same way, and there are distractions everywhere, right? In the same way, if we're distracted, if there's lots of stuff everywhere, if you've got to get through sludge in order to get through something, in order to reach something clear, what that means is that you will have anxiety. Anxiety is lots of thoughts all at once instead of one thought. So many people that struggle with ADD or ADHD or anxiety or anything like this, they consistently talk about those clear moments. And sometimes it's because they've used a prescription drug. Sometimes it's because they've practiced a skill. But when they get through that clutter and have that clear moment, it's talk to somebody about this. It's brilliant for these people. What is the solution to anxiety? What is the solution to this? It's decluttering. That's what it is. It's taking a bunch of the stuff that's all over the place and putting it in its proper place so that you can focus on the one thing that's important. And then think about your desk space, because it's a great metaphor. Think about your desk space. Is it all over the place? Because it's typically a good measuring stick as to what's happening in your mind on a consistent basis. Or is it clear? Are you focused? Now, that's not always a dead giveaway. Legitimately, some people are really anxious and very cluttered in their mind without having a cluttered space outside. These are typically the people who bottle things up, all right? So if it's all over the place, you're typically somebody who loses it when you've got anxiety, and it leaks out all over the place. If you bottle it up, sometimes you can have a clear workspace. I'm not saying clear up your workspace. Legitimately, I'm saying clear up your mind. And how do you clear up your mind? Well, one way you do that is, and we've talked about this many times in these video series, one way you do that is to have a clear plan. Simply have a plan and then stick to the plan for a period of time. Practice utilizing your mind and focusing your mind for a short period of time to start off with. You can make it as short as 5 or 10 seconds to start off with, and then grow from there. Grow to make it 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Once you can block off 4 hours of time in the morning and clearly focus on one task, whatever is most important to you in that moment. When you've done that, you've got the keys to the universe. Because when you've done that, you can now finish whatever you want. You can complete what you start. You can completely focus on something until you've reached a conclusion. You can focus enough on something that you bring all of your energies towards it. And what that will do is it will clear the clutter. The answer to clutter, the answer to anxiety is focused action. So the key to this is not simply thinking about all the categories you can put all the junk in that's in your head right now. The action is start developing a plan, a clear plan that has a focus, and then take action on that plan. So I've got my plan on here every Monday morning. I've got my plan for the week, and then when I come to the office, I take action on that. If I don't take action on it, if it's just in here, then it just becomes more clutter. Another way to do this, and I've talked about this before, is to start closing down the boxes. So sometimes in order to have a clear plan and act on that plan, you've got to close some of the boxes that are open right now. So maybe you've got open things that you have never taken care of. If that's the case, close them up. You can throw them out, that's okay. Even if they've got some value, tossing them is sometimes far more valuable than holding on to them and having them take up your attention and energy and time and space. So package them up, give them away, delegate them, maybe take 5 or 10 minutes or a half an hour a day and then close them up. Clear that out. And when it's clear, focus on that thing that is most important. for your business, for your life, for your relationships, whatever it is. I highly encourage you to do this. Today, what can be your action step? Today, all you need to do is ask yourself, what are some of the things cluttering my space? What are the things cluttering my mind? And how can what is one thing I can do for today? What is one thing I can do? What is one box I can close? Don't pick the one that takes 3 days or a week. Choose the one that takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Close it, get it out of the way, start clearing that. Start building momentum in that way. You'll start creating space. You'll start enjoying your days far more with focus. Make today excellent.